What's going on, YouTube? I figured I'd get on here and make my trade and recap video for today. As you can see, this morning when I recorded, the recording's over an hour long. I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet, 4 or 5 minutes, just kind of give you my train of thought, what I was thinking, looking for, and why I took the trades I took. So I started the morning out this morning. First thing, always look and see if any news is coming out. Of course, there was news that come out this morning. I think it was 10 o'clock. But anyways, I also start the day, I like to look at a 4-hour chart. As you can see on this 4-hour chart, we have a trend line to the upside, and we're also making a bull flag on a 4-hour time frame. So I go on down to a 1-hour chart, which we'll fast forward through this, and I'll just commentate the important parts, Still same trend line, pushing up. And still a bull flag. This blue line here is a line I had drew on a weekly chart. It's an area of support. That was just something for my mental state. But anyways, we'll go ahead and fast forward to the market open. We'll go on down to 9:30. Let's see here. We're going to be getting close. And right here's the market open. This is that trend line that was on the 4 and 1-hour chart on the bull flag, So we're going to wait until the 15-minute opening range prints. I'll fast forward through this. We'll fast forward, and already in my head, right here, I'm thinking we're bullish. Because we pushed up, we pulled back to our trend line. We turned this trend line into support, and we're pushing again. So I'm pretty confident if we can get through the opening range. Once we make the opening range, if we can get through it, we will keep on it going at least to this pivot point. I believe we can get to at least the pivot point. But anyways, we're staying patient. The opening range is printed. We got the opening range high, the opening range low. But like I said, we're going to wait. Okay, it shot through it. Where are we at here? Okay. But anyways, I'll hit play. We shot through it. I think I didn't enter till this when it pushed back up right here. I'll change screens. I'm a little slow on the button. I didn't get in the trade right yet. When we pushed back up and we pushed through the zone, I did enter the trade. I think it's right here somewhere, right here. Let's back up just a little bit. Right here. It pushes up. I entered the trade. I felt confident at one point. Right here, I was up about $1,000. 800, somewhere right in there. But I still feel confident because we're shooting for 12. That's 11.5 points, 11, 12. And I ended up moving my stop loss. I brought it below a VWAP and these candles because my train of thought was thinking that we ought to at least hold VWAP. So we're just waiting. I'll fast forward. I ended up coming against me. And see, I went too far. But anyways, it dropped down. It got me out. I lost $1,800 in the hole. So, and I don't know, that is something that it seems like is a normal here in the last little bit. Okay, let me back up, let me pause it right there. It seems like the first trade I've took in the last, little bit is up being losers. So even though I lost on this trade, I'm still bullish. So I'm going to try this again when we break through the 15-minute opening range. I'll hit play. We'll let it push up and push through the area. I enter the trade. And like I said, we're going to shoot for about 12 points or so. This time I'm not moving my stop loss. I moved my take profit down just a little bit because I'm just a little weary because the last trade was, of course, a legend trade. Right there, we ended up getting 13 points out of that trade. And this is fast forwarded a little bit. And on that trade, I got my money back, thank goodness. So on this trade, we have dropped And right here looks like it might be printing a bear flag. I end up drawing a trend line, thinking that if we broke this bear flag, we would continue on down. And of course, this market, as crazy as it is, I mean, nobody knows what in the world it's going to do. But if it would have broke this trend line, I would have probably entered a trade to the downside. But of course, it didn't. It pushes on up. It pushes. I ended up, when we push up and we got back above VWAP and the 21 EMA, I looked at a 15-minute time frame chart, and that looks bullish to me. You got a big old hammer candle. So now I'm looking for a trade back to the upside. We'll fast forward. This is a 5-minute chart. You can still see it is definitely bullish because we overtook this previous candle. You know, this is a big old boner candle. So let me see, let me fast forward here. Okay, we're on a 1-minute time frame. Still the same thing. I drew a trend line, and this is that same bear flag a minute ago. So now I'm thinking, you know, we're starting to get tight. It's going to start bouncing in between these. So I'm thinking if we can push up, pull back, and turn this trend line into support, we'll go on up to the upside. I'll go ahead and fast forward this sucker. We push through. We push through. Okay, we pulled back. We're pushing through again. This is what I want to see. What I'm looking for now is for it to push up, and this next candle push up, and I'll enter the trade when we get back through this trend line. If I fast forward it, we're going to be in the trade, I bet you. Okay, here we go. We're starting to push again and again. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for it to push so I can enter the trade. And I enter the trade right here. You'll see. Okay, I'm in it. And we're just waiting. I ended up, again, shooting for like 12 points. I pull it down. I mean, we should at least make these highs again. And we just sit and wait. And this right here is what takes forever. You know, it's bad on your nerves. We'll fast forward. So we're almost there. Just pushing up. And it moves slow today. Fast forward again. But anyways, it got me out. Let me back up right here. It shoots through, gets me out. There's another 12 points. And the total for today after was $3,100. I lost $1,800. I made it back, and then I made more on this trade. I ended up green on a day, $3,100. So can't beat that. I just need to work on my first trades of the day, because every one I've had last little bit's been a loser right out of the gate. So that's definitely what I need to work on. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and catch you on the next one.